We shall start with the coffee. Free speech win, you say? UK police told that being offensive is not a crime. Okay, two things. A, woo. And B, you needed to be told that? What the fuck? You can probably guess what I think of the UK police. If you spend more time going after comedians as opposed to doing your damn job, ironically, you become the butt of the joke. Wait, hold on, Dank wants to say something.
There is a fantastic book by a man called Hans Hermann Hoppe. It's called Democracy, the God That Failed. You should read it.
It's a good public service announcement, that one. But really, when you're decked out in more rainbow colors to the point where no one can really tell if you're providing security for the parade or you're a fucking feature in it, you're essentially nothing more than a bunch of state-funded gimps. In new guidance issued by the College of Policing, officers have been told to devote their time towards cutting crime, as rapes, sexual assault, and violent crimes have hit record highs. Could it be? Because those kinds of crimes, are perpetuated by people of a certain, higher melanin variety, shall we say. Instead of policing non-crime hate incidents, which are not technically crimes, which although not criminal offenses, in case in point, could turn up on a criminal background check done by prospective employers. I would love to see that in an interview. Your social media record shows you have a fondness for using the word gay to describe those who disagree with you politically. What is your defense for this kind of behavior? Because they're gay. Fuck you mean? Anyway, over the past 5 years, some 120,000 non-crime hate incidents, god damn, that is a waste of taxpayer pounds, incidents have been logged by the police, the Times report. I wonder what's the criteria, because considering the count of the population, and this is over 1,500 days, that's quite low. But still, any number is a disgrace and total bollocks. However, late last year, former police officer Harry Miller won a case against the police, with the appeal court judges agreeing that making a record of his non-crime breached his human rights. Wow, sanity. We don't see that very often in the UK. Miller had previously been investigated for supposedly transphobic posts on Twitter. Fucking hell. Such as stating that trans females are not real females and joking, I was assigned mammal at birth, but my orientation is fish. Don't misspecies me. I wonder if whales say that to fish. And I mean actual whales, not fat people. Although police had determined that no crime has been committed by Miller, it was still logged as a non-crime hate incident. Why is it logged? It's not a freaking crime, even by your own bloody standards. And Miller was told by police to check his thinking. Fuck off. Following the court ruling in favor of Miller, Home Secretary Pretty Useless Patel acknowledged that some current practices are having a dangerous impact on free speech and potentially stopping people expressing their views, but has not yet followed through on promises she would resolve the issue. Yeah, because again, the Conservatives are fucking useless. The new College of Policing guidance informs officers not to just take the perceived offense of one party as justification to record a non-crime hate incident. Again, common sense, unbelievable. Crucially requiring that there to be some evidence of intent to be hostile before an incident can be recorded in the least intrusive way possible. Fucking text on the screen most of the bloody time, for God's sakes. How pathetic are you that harms you? It's ridiculous. Commenting on the updates to the guidelines, the College of Policing's Chief Executive Officer, Andy Marsh, said, "The public rightly expect the police to focus on cutting crime and bringing criminals to justice. While we work to protect the most vulnerable in society, we also have a responsibility to protect free speech. This updated guidance puts in place new safeguards to ensure people are able to engage in lawful debates without police interference." The fact that you need that to begin with is a worrying bloody sign. In all types of crimes, it is important for the police to record incidents that could lead to or be evidence of criminality, something that has been demanded by public inquiries such as the McPherson report into the racist killing of Stephen Lawrence, Marsh continued, although a non-crime hate incident is of course not a type of crime by definition. The police regularly deal with complex incidents on social media. Social media is not complex. It's a fucking cesspool of wimps and fragile egos. Get real. Our guidance is there to support officers responding to these incidents in accordance with the law and not get involved in debates on Twitter, he added. Although the changing guidance will likely be welcome news to free speech campaigners in the country, there still remains a swath of restrictions on speech in Britain, including being grossly offensive or intentionally causing annoyance, inconvenience, or needless anxiety to another, being crimes under Section 127 of the Communications Act 2003, which needs to be scrapped, by the way. All of those things are vague as fuck and completely at the mercy of an individual making their case for why they are defective with piss-poor thin skin. Introduced under the left-wing government of former left-wing Prime Minister Tony Blair, the legislation has been used to arrest thousands of Britons for posts online. I have no words. What a surprise, Blair is the reason for Britain sucking ass. While the Conservative Party has been in power for over a decade, there has been no moves made to remove the draconian legislation. And indeed, Prime Minister Boris Johnson has only sought to increase censorship on the internet with his online harms bill. Amazing Boris has lasted as long as he did. Oh, and that's because the rest of them are all somehow fucking worse. Really, the Conservative Party needs to be French Revolutioned. Actually, that goes for the whole government, much less a bloody conservative toffs. Police forces have also contributed to the restrictive climate surrounding free speech in Britain, with some previously encouraging citizens to snitch on their fellow man for things like offensive or insulting comments online, in person, or in writing. Yeah, because that worked out so well for communists in East Germany. What a great society where you can't speak for fear of your neighbor being a snitching git. And that is all for today. I will see you all next time.